story of loyalty and redemption. The Book of Ruth. Long ago, in the land of Israel, there was a famine. Because of the scarcity of food, a man named Elimelech, his wife Naomi, and their 2 sons left Bethlehem and journeyed to the neighboring country of Moab. Though Moab was a foreign land with different customs, they settled there, hoping to escape hunger and find a better life. Sadly, life didn't turn out as Naomi had hoped. Soon after they arrived, her husband Elimelech passed away, leaving Naomi alone with her 2 sons. Her sons eventually married Moabite women, Orpah and Ruth. But after about 10 years, tragedy struck again, and both of Naomi's sons died. Now Naomi, grieving and feeling lost, was left in a foreign land with only her daughters-in-law by her side. One day, Naomi heard that the famine in Israel had ended, and that food was once again plentiful in Bethlehem. Deciding to return to her homeland, she told Orpah and Ruth, "Go back to your families, my daughters. May the Lord show kindness to you, as you have shown to me. Each of you should return to your mother's home and find new husbands." Orpah was heartbroken but eventually decided to return to her family. But Ruth, with a deep loyalty, clung to Naomi and said words that would echo through history. "Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God." Naomi, moved by Ruth's unwavering loyalty, accepted her company, and the 2 women journeyed back to Bethlehem together. They arrived during the barley harvest season, a time of plenty in the land. In Bethlehem, Ruth decided to gather leftover grain in the fields to support herself and Naomi as she worked. She happened to be in a field belonging to Boaz, a wealthy and kind man who was also a relative of Naomi's late husband. Boaz noticed Ruth's hard work and heard of her loyalty to Naomi. Impressed by her kindness and devotion, he ensured she was safe and well cared for, allowing her to gather as much grain as she needed. Naomi saw that Boaz was a good man and that he could be a kinsman redeemer, a relative who could redeem the family's name and property. She encouraged Ruth to seek Boaz's protection. As was the custom of the time, Ruth went to Boaz at the threshing floor and asked him to take her under his protection. Boaz was honored by her request and agreed, but he knew there was another relative who had a closer claim. So Boaz met with this relative in front of the town's elders. The relative decided he couldn't take on the responsibility, so Boaz stepped forward, claiming the right to marry Ruth and redeem the family. Ruth and Boaz married, and in time, they had a son named Obed. Naomi's sorrow turned to joy as she held her grandson, who would become the grandfather of David, Israel's greatest king. Through her faithfulness and loyalty, Ruth, a Moabite woman, became part of the lineage of Jesus Christ.